flippers will typically do deals in 2 or 3 different ways. First way that they're gonna do deals is just with straight cash, pretty obvious. They've literally got the cash in the bank, they'll send you a bank statement, they're good to go, no big deal. And most legit flippers will send you proof of funds with millions of dollars without hesitation. A real flipper has no concern over you knowing how much money they have in the bank. They should, in theory, show you the strongest financial picture possible, because that looks better when you're presenting it to a seller. Oh, this is my investor. They flipped 100 properties this year. They got $10 million in the bank. Let's go. That's going to give a seller more confidence. So others are going to have, they're going to be using like equity lines or lines of credit. So I just we're in the process of moving my banking relationship over. They're giving me a $750,000 line of credit. So if I can go and find a property, they are giving me a letter stating Kyle has $750,000 in funds available for purchase. So if I can find something 750 or under, I can just tap straight off that line of credit and I can buy a property without having to come out of pocket on that deal. So you'll have some people who have access to the funds and they can provide a letter supporting that. And then the third would be hard money. And some people get kind of confused on hard money, that it's a tricky term, and what does it mean? It just means they're going to make it real hard on you, because they're going to take a lot of your money if you're doing a hard money loan. So what you're going to find on a hard money loan, the points up front. So obviously when you guys are working with a traditional buyer, they're usually 0 to 1 points. On a hard money loan, you're probably going to be 2 to 4 points on it. So that's 2 to 4% of the loan amount. It's a lot. The rate on a hard money loan, you're probably going to be 8 on the low end, 12 on the high end. So your interest rate's going to be substantially higher. But yeah, time, 3 to 7 days. They're going to be able to close this extremely quickly. I could call a hard money lender today and I could have the funds in my account by Friday. So hard money, the reason people will use it is because they can come into a deal, they can close it extremely quickly. You can't put traditional financing on a deal and close in 3 to 7 days. It's going to take you minimum 3 weeks to close on a deal. So the fact that you can come in and close extremely quickly is very attractive. Some of the other things that are particularly nice with hard money, some of them will allow you to build in the rehab cost. So you'll have some that will do loan to cost, and you'll have some that'll do loan to value. So loan to value, they're going to do it off the overall value, the after repair value of the home. And so let's say that you're buying something for 8 that's worth 1.2, and they'll do 80% loan to value on that. So they're going to go $960,000 on that loan amount, regardless of how much you're paying for the property. So they'll actually fund the entire purchase and then some on top of that, and they'll actually give you money for the rehab. Some will do loan to cost on what you're actually paying for the property. So they'll go 65% of loan to cost of what you're buying it for. So if you're buying it for 800, they'll go 65%. What you're going to find most of the lenders, when you first start out, because hard money loans are relationship based, most are typically going to want you to put more skin in the game when you do your first flip or two with somebody. When you do a hard money loan with them, they don't know you. They don't know your track record. They don't know if you know what you're doing. So in the beginning, they might start you at 65%, meaning they want you to put 35% down. My guys now, they'll do deals for me at 80% loan to cost, so where I only need to put 20% into the deal. Because if you have a track record of success, you know how to churn and burn these things, they're going to be more willing to work with you on that, and they'll allow you to take more money out of the deal. And same thing, LTV will increase over time. Some of the things that are important to know on hard money loans, by definition, these have to be investment properties. So you can't do a hard money loan on a primary residence. You actually have to sign on the loan document stating that you're not going to occupy the property. Do people commit mortgage fraud all the time and do this? Yes. Other things to know on these, the terms, these are usually going to be due within 6 to 12 months. You can get them for longer, but these are going to be due in a very short period of time. This is not 30-year financing that you can pay off whenever you want. You're going to have to pay these loans off typically within 6 to 12 months. Could go longer, but the more the time that you need here, all these numbers tend to become less favorable. Hard money lenders, if somebody's working with a hard money lender, they will provide pre-approval letters just like a regular bank will. So when you're submitting an offer for a flipper that's using a hard money loan, you're going to submit their proof of funds along with the pre-approval letter. So that would be how you would submit, just like any other loan. You'll let them know that it's hard money. I've done a lot of deals where I have the cash in the bank to do the deals cash, but I'll write my offer cash and then write in additional terms. Buyer reserves the right to replace cash with a hard money loan with 0 extension of time allowed. And I'll write that in. So that way, I like to use hard money as much as I can because it allows me to buy more properties, and make more money. Even though, yes, it's going to cost me a lot of money to do this. If I can get the deal and I can do 2 deals at a time versus 1 deal at a time, or 3 deals at a time versus 1, that makes sense. And you can make more money in the long run.